Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, whenever you're watching this. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the where I am trying to go from this back to not quite this, but somewhere around here. And I got about 3 weeks left. So subscribe to follow along and comment if you think I can or can't. Okay, it's Thursday. We're almost done with the week. It is 7 a.m. I have already been to the gym. I woke up later than I wanted to, unfortunately. I woke up at about 5:30. My alarm went off at 4:30, and I just honestly hit it and went back to sleep, and then woke up really hot like an hour later. So I didn't get to the gym until like 6, so I only really had enough time to bench, and that's it. So I didn't do any accessory work, but we did bench, which is cool. And now we got to do our weigh-in and physique check. Curious what this weigh-in is going to be. Last time that I did the 2-day fast, I was actually up in weight the day after, because we were no longer significantly depleted. But there was a reason also. I think I drank water or something. I can't really remember. But yesterday we weighed in at 183.4. So I'm hoping to be at least 183 even. A little bit lower would be sick, but that's the lowest that I'll be satisfied with. So let's do our weigh-in. I haven't drank water yet, so this is a raw weigh-in, as low as it's going to be. And yeah, let's see what it says. All right, my hope is 182.8, but I'll be satisfied with 183, I guess. See, that's what happened last time. I don't really know. Yeah, that's... I wanted that to be lower. That's the thing with the 2-day fasts, is unlike the 1-day fast, I'm so depleted that regardless of being in a caloric deficit, you still go up in weight just because there's a degree of refueling that happens. Plus there's the Jell-O. I need to remind myself about the Jell-O because I am eating more volume than I have been. So maybe that should be considered as well. But either way, it's still really annoying. Definitely. It's supposed to be 181 tomorrow, basically, and that's not gonna happen. But whatever, we're almost done. I'm like I mentioned before, I'm getting pretty bored and burnt out, and there's no, the first time that I did this was just to like achieve the goal of getting abs for the first time and like proving to myself that I can get lean. And really, I'm not nearly as interested this time around in getting super lean. I really just wanted to not be 220, because that is definitely too big. So I think that's part of the reason why I'm like, especially on the weekends, less motivated to just, keep going. But whatever, it's only a few weeks left and we're almost done. We're in May. Looking at my calendar, I mean, really, it's 2 weeks left. But I could do 3. But really, it's 2. I might call it in 2 weeks and just be done. Because I'm just bored and annoyed, So, probably 2 weeks. But we'll see. I might change my mind. Anyways, it's almost time for me to leave for work. We have 4 walks today. The last day of 4 walks this week. Tomorrow will be 3. And then we'll be ready to go for the weekend. So I'll see you at walk 1. Whew. Walk number 1 has begun. Walk 1 of 4. And feeling good. Definitely feeling better than the last few days. Honestly, I really didn't feel that bad. I just got really hungry and the energy was kind of low, but not hungry and energy is pretty normal. I am very excited though to be eating regularly again and having like normal energy every day. Because man, I'm just getting bored and burnt out. 5 months is definitely too long, which I think is part of the reason why I'm just getting to the point of being done mentally. But we got 2 weeks left after this week to squeeze out whatever we can. I don't think we're going to get down to 175, but we'll see. And I think I'm going to make an official declaration that I am going to end in 2 weeks, because after that it's my birthday and I'm just done. So basically got 2 weeks, finish strong, and that'll be it. That'll be the end. We'll see what we get done by then, and yeah, I can only hope for the best. But anyways, we're gonna get going on this walk and get our steps in, and yeah, see ya at walk 2. Walk number 2 is completed. A surprise walk partner appeared out in the wild, so I did not record, and also steps were a little bit less. A, because we had a walk partner, so I didn't go to the very end, which I normally go, and back. But B, little Bobbert over there hurt his leg playing, so I had to sit with him. I didn't have to, but I did just sit with him for like the last 15-20 minutes of the walk and just give him a little massage and let him relax, because otherwise he was going to just keep playing and hurt himself even more, and I didn't want to do that. So steps for the day are going to be a little bit less. I still think we'll get 20K, but at least this walk will be less for sure. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for this walk. I'll see you at walk number 3. Walk number 4. It is way too windy to record anything, so nothing much to say. Hopefully you can hear this even. I'll see you at the salad. Okay, I forgot to get lettuce, so we got 51 grams of arugula from the garden. And that's gonna be all the greens I have today. Cilantro. Lime. Oh, not very juicy lime, unfortunately. This is crazy. 673 grams of chicken. It was still only 2 breasts, but they were just big breasts, I guess. But yeah, let's go. Some of that arugula. It's good. That's good. End of the day, popsicle wrap up. These tangerine Outshine bars are so damn good. Okay, so dinner was huge. That was still only 2 chicken breasts. That was more chicken than sometimes I've had with 3 when they're really small. They're just big old breasts. Calories and protein for the day, boom. 210 grams of protein, 1,770 calories. So, off that, I'm a little worried that we might have another jump in weight, just because it's kind of late already, 39. There's just no way, knowing my body, that's all going to work its way through the system. There's just no way. So, maybe not a jump in weight, but we're probably going to be the same weight. Probably going to be 184 again tomorrow. And hopefully over the weekend, I'll get everything processed. And we'll be lower, 181, something like that. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll get surprised tomorrow. I just don't think so. Based off of the history of my body and how extremely it fluctuates. But we got a good amount of protein, which is really nice. We did do squats yesterday. We did hit bench today. We only had enough time to only bench, so I'm not going to be sore tomorrow, but still hit it. That was good. Which actually, going to the gym and stuff, and I guess my walk number 2 wasn't as short as I thought it was, because steps for the day, boom, 23,000, actually more than yesterday. And yesterday, no, I didn't go to the store today. I went to the store 2 days ago. But more steps than yesterday by a couple hundred. And I'm honestly surprised. Walk number 2, I was honestly thinking was shorter than it was, but It wasn't that short. Walk number 3, we got some serious distance in, which is really nice. And walk 1 and 4 are always the same. So 23,000. Happy about that. Feeling pretty good today. It's definitely really nice eating food every day again. I did have 3 Outshine bars again, and I had my last 2 cups of Jell-O. So also adding to the extra weight. So that's the thing. This might be, these next couple of weeks might be a little interesting with the weight fluctuation, just because if I keep eating the Jell-O, which I don't know if I will, because I haven't even had them for a while, but it's definitely going to mess with the weigh-ins a little bit, because it is a lot of volume, even though it's not really any calories, but in terms of like processing it and digesting it all and pooping later, it just, with my fucking gastrointestinal tract and how bad it is, there's probably going to be times where weight stays a little bit more relatively the same, or maybe jumps up a little bit and has slight dips and waves, and then it'll drop when it all gets processed finally. And I think that's going to happen a couple of times until the end of this cut. Because honestly, like, I don't know, to go from a 2-day fast, which I'm still honestly kind of baffled that we were 183.6 or whatever it was the same day. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. So I'm a little surprised I was 184 this morning, and if I'm 184 again tomorrow, I'll still be kind of surprised. We'll see, but it would just catch me off guard a little bit. But I am definitely getting to the point where I'm worrying about it less and less, because we do only have, after tomorrow, oh man, hiccups, after tomorrow, 2 weeks left, because I'm just mentally, I'm done. I'm definitely not as lean as I like originally wanted to get, but I'm actually pretty happy with where I am. I mean, in a couple of pounds, we'll have lost 40 pounds, which is pretty good. And my birthday's coming up, and I really don't care anymore. I'm going to finish out until the last 2 weeks, but after that, that's going to be it. So whatever happens, happens. I'm still, if we can get close to 175 or 177 or something like that, that'll still be satisfying, because it'll be like 40 plus pounds, 43 pounds, something like that. If we miraculously get 175, that'd be awesome. I just don't have high expectations for that. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. I forget what my original point was, but I'm getting tired. I'm ready for bed. So see you tomorrow. Love yourselves, love each other, be kind, spread love, and eat some chicken because it's good for you. All right, see you, bye.